All right. Hey, everyone. So just making a few videos and kind of how I'll be doing things going forward is making shorter videos to be able to go over one topic at a time, just so people aren't having to watch, my hour-long spiels about opening a pack and ship. I wanted to make it kind of a step-by-step thing and, just be able to help out, especially if anyone's looking for something specific. Just make the videos a lot shorter so they're not, wasting their time listening to me babble about different aspects of the business. So in this one, we're going to be talking about how to get a UPS authorized shipping account. Uh, they call it the authorized shipping outlet program. Basically, they are very, very, very strict about who they give these accounts out to. The first step I would take, in what I did do myself for my store, is applying as a non-PBC member. We'll go over what a PBC member is, but basically it's a Package Hub Business Center. But applying as a non-PBC member, so if you're not with Package Hub, you can send an email to this email address here, asoawards@ups.com, and just give them your basic information, where your store is located, or where it will be located if you haven't signed a lease for it yet. And if you haven't, make sure to specify that. And they do get back to you pretty quickly. You just send them the basic information. They probably do a little research and look you up, and then they'll let you know yes or no. My store is actually located over 7 miles away from the nearest UPS shipping outlet. So that's a pretty good distance. And in this town that I have my store in Puyallup, Washington, 7 miles could take you 40 minutes. And from where I am to the UPS store, which is the next closest, 7 miles. Yeah, I mean, some days it could be 20 minutes, but other days, and more often so, it's about 40 to 50 minutes in traffic. So I was denied for mine, but luckily there's a backup. But if you do get approved through here, definitely let me know if you're able to get an approval through their email address. I would love to know kind of the scenario of what they're looking for and kind of get a better idea of why they say yes and no. They don't give you an explanation. They just say yes or no. So definitely, if you get a acceptance through this email address, please let me know through the comments or to my email address. It's the logo here, Postal Pros Pack and Ship at gmail.com. If you're like me and you do get a no from the email here, your only other option to become a UPS authorized shipping outlet is through the Package Hub Business Center franchise. And why I add the air quotes is because it's not really a franchise. You could see up here, ASO accounts, UPS ASO accounts are provided to all Package Hub, Annex, Postnet, Pack Mail, and the actual UPS franchise owners. So Annex, Postnet, Pack Mail, UPS stores, those are all actually franchisable stores. You can pay them a boatload of money to actually own your own store through any of these brands. And then Package Hub is not what Package Hub is. Package Hub is not even really a franchise. It's almost like an association in a sense, but they have a contract with UPS and FedEx to where if anyone that they approve to become a Package Hub Business Center, they basically are vetting you for those two carriers, FedEx and UPS. They're basically vetting you and saying, this is a good owner and a good store. You guys should definitely give them accounts. And yeah, so they're kind of like a middleman to the big carriers. So basically, yeah, if you don't get a yes directly from UPS, your only other option is to apply and become a Package Hub Business Center. That's what I did. I'm still in the process of actually finally getting my UPS accounts or the account numbers. But basically, it's a couple stages. You have to do just a simple application with your store's information. What you offer, your square footage, just very basic information. And then once they approve you through that, you go to the second stage and you submit store photos, more detailed photos than like FedEx, but store photos of pretty much everything you have in the entire store, and just to prove to them that what you say you offer, you do have the capabilities to do. So that's pretty much it. And after that, there's a waiting period. Because it is a franchise, there's laws that regard how quickly you can sign someone up. So you can see here it says 14 business days. Once you're approved, you have to wait 14 business days. So yeah, you can contact them. They're through RS Associates, which is the website we're on. If you don't know what RS Associates is, it's Retail Shipping Associates, and they basically provide anything you could think of regarding owning your own store, or if you're thinking of owning your own pack and ship store. They have a ton of memberships and programs and everything under the earth that regards pack and ship stores. They have a ton of information, articles. They even have their own magazine. There's a lot of stuff going into it. It is $30 a month to be a premium member, which gives you like the full access to everything in the steepest discounts that they offer. I'm not a partner, or I do have a membership with them, but I'm not like sponsored by them or anything. I'm just putting the information out there for others to know. Package Hub is kind of like a subsidiary of them, but Package Hub, if you become one of their franchisees, air quotes, it's either 70 or $75 a month, but then you do get that UPS account, and you also get automatically approved for FedEx. But FedEx isn't overly difficult to get with. It's more so the mileage you are away from the next FedEx, which is a pretty small window that they work off of. So I definitely wouldn't recommend. I've seen a few comments where people have talked about this. I wouldn't really recommend, banking on becoming a Package Hub member, like signing your lease and 100% expecting to become a Package Hub member. I don't know what their requirements really are for a store. I don't really want to I don't think they're too crazy. Like, it's not very high standards. They're not low standards either. But like, I built my whole store out. It's not the most beautiful store in the world, but they still approved me, is all I'm trying to get at. So I'm also trying to push the point across. Personally, I wouldn't bank on becoming a Package Hub business center if you already got approved, or if you already got denied by FedEx as well. You can just know there's a little bit of risk involved, and maybe even ask your landlord for some time to, or a stipulation saying that if I can't become this, then my lease is done. So I don't know if any landlords are going to go for that, but they might if they're desperate to fill the space. Or you could tell them that there's a pretty good likelihood you will become a Package Hub business center. But again, I just wouldn't bank on it. That's a pretty high risk move to assume you're going to get it. But definitely call RS Associates. Their phone number is, just go on rscentral.org and find their contact information and just talk to them about it. I never had to talk to him about it, but from what I understand, it's not overly difficult to get the Package Hub Business Center title. So just food for thought. But anyways, once you do get approved through Package Hub, you'll be able to get the UPS ASO account, and you're just like any other UPS store. You can print labels, accept drop-offs. You get a little bit of money for each drop-off. And then it just gives you the ability to provide, more services to anyone who's coming in. Even just in my first week of being open, I didn't have UPS yet, and it just felt like everyone wanted to come in and do stuff or have a drop off for UPS. And I have to say, I'm sorry, I do have a sign in my door saying I'm not doing UPS yet. But it's just having the ability, when someone sees your sign and your, sign above your door, and they know they should be able to come in here and do anything through any carrier for their mailing needs. So at least that's my thought. So just wanted to share that information about UPS. And then I have a video on FedEx already out. And then probably tomorrow I'll do a video on USPS, which is the easier one to get with. So if anyone has any questions, again, my email is postalprospackandship@gmail.com. Or you can leave a comment below, and I will, I'm pretty quick about responding to those. So All right, until next time, everybody, thank you again for all the subscribers, all the views. Channel has taken off a lot faster than I thought, but I'm glad people are getting good use out of the videos. So thanks again, and we'll catch you next time. See ya.